We're just going to finish up the last couple examples that we see in section 7 with decomposing functions. So it's saying that if we know that a function is a composite of two functions like we see here, okay, it's saying we're going to define h of x by f of g of x, can we basically figure out what the two compositions originally were to create the new one? And a lot of times you can kind of just tell by how the quantity is. So if you look at this, this looks like a grouping. That's the inside, okay? So if I put that here, okay, and then replace that with just an x, the outside, what it's getting plugged into, what's left is x squared. And think about that. If I took the x plus 3 and replaced it in for the x, would you get what we have? Sure. So again, let's look at here. This looks like a grouping. So that grouping, the inside part would be x minus 5. What would I replace that with? That would be an x. And so what's left is 1 over x. All right. Pause the video. Do the next two. Okay. And this is what you should get. Number 5 is asking you to kind of do the same way, but to show you how you could make a composite out of what's given. Now, some of it might be obvious, some of it might be a little bit trickier. What I could do is I could see that this whole thing is one grouping. So I could say that g of x is equal to 3x squared plus 1, and that's getting plugged into f of x, the outside, which is square root of x. So this would get plugged in here. So what would that composition look like? Well, I want g to go into f, so the composition would look like this. I could also look at it in a different perspective. I could say that the inside part is just the x squared. So I could say g of x equals the x squared. And so then this is going to be just replaced with x. So f of x is equal to the square root of 3x plus 1. Therefore, we have f of g of x equals h of x. One more I'll show you. You could say that the replacement is this right here, just that portion. So I could define g of x as 3x squared, whereas f of x is equal to the square root of x plus 1. And that defines h of x. Go ahead and read number 6. Pause the video, read number 6, and think about if you can understand what it is saying the interpretation is. So if we look at it, there's actually two functions happening. One is w of a and the other one is m of w. And the w is the amount of wheat, okay, expected to harvest with acres, and m is money that he intends to. So we have to make sure that you are plugging into the right one. So this one has to do with the amount of wheat. So he would have 5 acres, which would yield 275 bushels. This one is with money. If he has 65 bushels, he would yield to $550. This one's a composition, and this is really where this is coming from. If he has 4 acres, that would produce a certain amount of bushels, and that would produce a certain amount of money, which is $2,100.